the coaches and the managers are sat in there, and in this case, it's Big Man and his wife who are up there, and the wrestlers were in the center.
Next, it's week 4 from Southern California. We'll see Justin Herbert attempt to repeat 2020, where he torched Las Vegas for 640 yards and 5 touchdowns in their 2 meetings. It's AFC West football, and it's on Monday night.
He was kind of like the captain of the team, I would say. He had that kind of feel. Very, very nice.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, we finish off week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. Now in his 2nd season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 in a Charger first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other, while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're talking about a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yards.
He's up to about the 37. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Back to these other cultures, other countries.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Cleveland Farrell able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 4th
Hello,
down,
Michael Chioda, worked for World Wrestling Entertainment for 35 years.
WWF referee Mike Chioda.
They used to go out, meet up with some flight attendants down at the bar. They might be staying at the same hotel or go to their hotel and buy them a
take over now, 1st and 10.
We went downstairs and had drinks with the wrestlers came back from the first match in Championship. We chatted a little bit with them the first
And the
night.
numbers were not
It was my
pretty.
first
I mean,
trip
they don't look
back to
right.
work
When you
after
throw
having
2
a baby,
interceptions,
and
no
I was so
touchdown
trying my
passes,
time.
there's no way
in
to
my
really
room
make that work.
and getting out of room service and not have to just wait
Positives
up.
and watching his game
And a lot
tape,
of
I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
That'll throw with a middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
By the time we got to
7
London,
yards.
usually everybody's really stoked. I remember it being a Saturday night because that's when the pay-per-view fair traditionally over there. WWE's pay-per-view insurrection.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Game there, it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot
The
of people think
excitement to
that
return home
really
is
gets
quickly
out and
deflated
that's
as the
how they
passengers
motivate.
are
Most of these
delivered
guys are
trouble.
self-motivated. They have a lot of
You don't have
pride
to
great performance.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Nice shot run there by Kenyon Drake, and he's awfully tough to get on the ground. And how about this Raiders backfield? They're certainly not lacking for punch, having signed Drake this year and already having Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Now, Drake, he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but last year in Arizona was his best yet. 955 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns, plus he can catch it swinging out the backfield.
We had just normal balls, and like a cop ran out of alcohol.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 14 carries, 53 yards.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 26. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
No tight end had more catches in 2020 than Darren Waller with 107. The 3rd most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
Still, that became not the case. They started to serve themselves the drinks and they didn't borrow. I was very concerned.
Carr now on first down.
Being replenished on the ground.
He's going to go up top for the end zone.
If they were to try to cut us
Too
off,
much
we would have
juice. It'll be out of bounds.
somebody would have.
Incomplete.
They're probably could have thrown a couple $1,000 at him and said, here, take this, we're going to get that liquor. We would have got the liquor.
He dumps it off to Dre. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so he leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, they'll throw it Carr.
Stupid.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Just got crazier and crazier to look too into it. More getting true.
He's schizophrenic.
So he's been
That's
automatic
serious.
to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
A little luxury it is down the kicker you can depend upon, because he hasn't missed all year long. The votes on that one as well. And kudos to him. He didn't jinx him.
Do what you said. Thursday.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
After spending several grueling hours grounded on the tarmac and indulging in
The
a
Chargers
limited
get set
supply
to
of
go here for
alcohol,
their second drive.
passengers aboard WWF's private charter
every
are
game could be
relieved
called a
as the jet
measuring
is
stick
finally
game, but I
cleared
think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has a little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a big
Do a lot of damage
deal.
period in
Let's
1
say
hour.
week 15, 16, something like that.
But
Now a throw on first
because
down
we
there,
had
but it's
doctors
incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time.
It was okay. Of course it wasn't, because, we'd have doctors write us a whip
About the
on it.
33-yard line.
Halcyons, DHB,
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
in the early 90s. But I know there was some GHB.
Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Forget the run on 51. They shot the D and rip off a pretty
Right
good
back to they used to be called H
Such a good route runner. Shows
And I see so many guys dropping these H-bombs in the drinks
And you know what
in
I've
order to
observed
get
over the years in
the
the
mark to
NFL?
pass off.
The better
They
a
shake
route
his
runner
head,
you
they,
are, the more
whatever they
confidence the
do.
guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first
This
down.
was,
running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get
it was
40
kind of
down to the
normal.
45-yard line.
Some of the
I feel like I
places
could
that
see
I
what he
kept.
was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Slur their speech. They can't stand up.
From the 35 on second down, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I
after
don't know what
he
else
was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball
Bradshaw
to and get
had
it out of
gotten
my hands.
split open the night of the pay-per-view.
They'll need to get it to
As
the 30
Bradshaw is
for a
sleeping,
first.
Michael
This
Hayes
is
just
third
knocked
down.
him in his head and reopened the wound. So now JBL is bleeding all over his shirt.
Here's Herbert.
So JBL slapped him and knocked him out.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the field? Yes, he's got him brought down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And I hear them
Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
That's a play that might be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this one.
Yes.
But if you want to be accepted so badly and perceived as a main event guy,
Michael Hayes, you're in the coaching meeting.
Herbert off of play action.
Ponytail, that mullet. So as he's out
He finds his target, Allen. And out of bounds, all the way down at the 3. A good pick up there, 22.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. He's averaged over 100
back in the
catches a
day, you
year
were not
the
allowed to
last 4
sleep on
years.
those flights.
No matter who's
You
throwing
went
it, they
with
can
the
count
shaved
on him.
eyebrow. You always had to have one eye open. So
Two
to
big
speak.
plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him,
I
but
had
now
my
he's
hat
got to
on,
get ready.
with
It's first and
sunglasses.
goal.
You know it was nighttime. You had to wear all that stuff
They'll
because
turn to a
you didn't
power
know who was
game to
coming
try
by
to
and
get
shaving
in.
me.
And he takes
Somebody
it.
that shaved you got a chance to go out.
Gabe Newell's his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the
The
lead.
roster is especially on guard for any potential hijinks, finding themselves in the presence of one of the industry's most legendary
They
prank.
weren't trying to fool
What else
anybody
would you
at all.
expect from
There was none of
Mr.
this show you
Perfect?
heavy set.
Kurt, the only thing is that rib, he was one of the
Big
best
guys
ribs.
up front, hand it to the big guy in the
Rib
back.
started happening once Kurt
Michael Badge
came back
for
to
the
the
extra
company.
point.
Kurt would always play with Brock. Brock
He's got it. We'll
was
see that
sitting
opening
in his
drive
chair,
field goal and raising a touchdown. And that makes it 7-3.
shaving cream on his head.
So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring
Last thing I
run.
know, Brock is
Following the
chasing
touchdown,
Kurt
Badgley
like a
out
bull
there to
sprint.
kick it
You know,
away.
wham, Brock went right behind him. And
The
then Brock
return man
just
down
scoops
to
him
the
up.
knee, and this will come
Now you have
up to
Brock
the
Lesnar,
25-yard
6'4".
line.
He's picking up Kurt
Second
Hennig, who's
drive
about
of the game
6'4".
coming up for
They
this
went
Las
into
Vegas
one row
offense.
like a
And
bunch of
last
the
time
guys
they
had to
get
move.
3. So they won 6, but they got to lose something. They mustered something out of the drive.
Tables got
They'll
broken.
take it. Just, I like the way
Things
you
started to
described
break,
it.
yeah,
Not
because they're just so
ideal.
big. Like I do remember
Anything to put some
one of
points
the
on the
scenes,
board.
like the
This
middle
time
of the
on
scene
offense,
came
you
completely
don't want to
off.
see the field goal kicker trot on the field.
And as a safety professional, there's not a damn thing I can do to stop these two men.
He's going to be
There's not a
dropped
damn thing I
following a
can do to
pickup
get
of
these
7
numbers.
past the 30 to the 32.
One of the wrestlers had commandeered our
He's going to
DNA.
pick up there, and it'll leave
In
him
the
with
middle
a
of the fight,
second and
when we have
3.
someone yelling at me, I'm gonna die, we're all gonna die. So here comes one of the pilots from the back of the airplane, trying to get these two men.
Incomplete.
Simon,
And
you
they're following the incomplete pass. We'll get a timeout here for an injured player.
One of our
More
illustrious
from
agents
L.A.
said
in a
he didn't
moment.
come back here. So I go back there, and they're play fighting. Just they're play fighting in the emergency exit room. Brock picks
So
Kurt
the
up,
incomplete
and
pass
they
on the
hit
last
the
play
emergency
leads us to
room.
a 3rd and 3.
This was a big boom. Everyone jumped up. I was like, stop, stop.
Jacobs.
Well,
And
their
boy, he
teammates
is
must
very
have
close
stopped
to
him.
a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of
They were
misdirection
starting
at
to
you.
look
They
at
try
the
and fool
fuselage,
you
and
and
that
get your
fuselage
eyes in the wrong
breaks.
place.
The airplane gets
But you're right
depressurized
about
now. You're doing an
that one. He
emergency landing.
correctly figured
And where are you going to
that
land if you're
out
over the
and made
event?
a really nice play.
The weight and the size that they are of wrestlers. I mean, they could go through a wall in
They
the house.
punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends
It's
this
just
one
the
away.
banging, was
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Charger
big
football
bears,
as
right?
they take over.
Solid boy.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in. The good news for them right now, they've got the
Brock was
lead
very
in
good to
football.
business, and he exposed
Herbert
himself
and
to
the
me
Chargers now with
at
a 1st and
the
10
insurrection
at their own
pay-per-view
23.
like a real dick. I I remember that night.
He'll hand off here to Eckler. A gain of 3, second down.
And there's the first time of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want.
Justin was
But
in
I
front
have to
of
say,
my
I
ex-husband
think
at
the
the
number one
time.
thing he does best is tackle.
And Brock did the whole thing.
On second and 7. Herbert.
No sold it. Went to my dressing room.
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back.
I'm like,
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
Reported advances from Brock to
Herbert on first down now.
could have happened.
Over a sea of defenders had intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
This was insane.
Now after the INT, it's called. That'll be checked down to Drake. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
After the terrifying brawl at 30,000 feet, passengers tried to settle in for the WWF roster due to perform on high
Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Singing a David Allen Poe song
So
called
now
Legend
calling the
of
Raiders dealt a 3rd and 1 after that sack.
Always and Forever.
Hard out throw.
I immediately am like,
And that is incomplete.
drifted off the
He
sleeve
had
is
good
now
starting
moving
field
up my.
position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays.
I was about to get
I have to
up and
admit,
go
that's
back
a
there and look.
disappointing end to excellent
Tony
field
was across
position.
the aisle.
When that drive started,
And he looked at
they
me
had 6
like-
points that they were thinking about.
I left it
The
alone.
Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this
It's just
drive.
the smartest way to
Well,
do
college
it.
coach right now, he always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the year.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
I'd like to see him cutting like that. However, he still should have given me my money like that.
It got uncomfortable. It got uncomfortable. Like, JR had to stop that. He literally went up to Dustin and said,
Sit your ass down. Go to sleep. Give us all a break.
Eventually passed out. That's what got me back. Closely. I thought,
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time you got in close, got in tight, and knock the ball away.
I could
Now
imagine
on
being
3rd and 1, they'll look to throw.
scary at
He's
some
going to
point.
float this one deep right side.
Hours into the flight, mid-air chaos shows no signs of slowing down.
guys, the situation.
88 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big one in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
That was absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you got the offense on the ropes, just step down, and try to get off the field and then run. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen stats. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Hey, he's a nature boy for a reason.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Exit the party.
The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out for him.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
So how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked for somebody else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the assignment area. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something I have to be wary of as this game continues.
He was spinning around his penis and he wanted me to touch it. He took my head.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Doing like the Ric Flair stuff where everybody's going to laugh about it.
Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw his Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands 1st and 10. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves. Not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great. That's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with your contract time.
We'll have a lot to take the contract time if this continues. Well, a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away. And that's complete. 2nd and 10 for the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Scott's issues have been well done. He's documented.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to put it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going back.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Calling a 3-yard gain. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now Carr. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have pissed it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Blankets, pillows, drinks, cups.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown a touchdown and also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that will tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good to this point. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
I didn't do anything.
Once we landed,
Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
hell-bent to find out who did it. You know who did it.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the sound change, and that's good enough for a first down. A gain of 22.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory, down at the 31. Again, this is Kelly. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They'll run with Kelly. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I do know from experience if you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That sets up a first and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And really they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
And kind of figured
Here's Badgley now to try to land the PAT. And it's 21-3. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it results in a 40-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he returns this to the 22. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and his Vegas offense operate. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
It's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 7 yards, the pick up there. From the 29, Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. A Raider first down, Carter Renfrow. Now Carr. Back to Renfrow again, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Kyler Fackrell in there to bury it for a loss of 11.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a third and long. To throw, it's Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's A.J. Cordell as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 6 yards left on second down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. On first down, Kelly. And they'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
My husband just didn't want the story told public, maybe just to protect our daughter.
They run with it. It's Kelly. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. mark in this first half of action.
That's how she felt.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man, and it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to hang on to their first half lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a round is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. On the return comes Drake. And able to get this out to the 25. John Brown now heading back onto the field as he gets set to go here. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He dumps it off to Drake.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That one was intended for John Brown, but it's going to be second down. Now Carr. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 31, Carr. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a check on the next-gen stats in the first half for the Raiders. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 18. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Here's Carr. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive in the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Again, it's Kelly. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, it's Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carr to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. On first down, Drake down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Carr going to leave this for Drake on the draw. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
On first down, Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And what a great call defensively there because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Carr going to throw. It's caught left side by John Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
Nice job understanding the situation. Third and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a fourth down.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Joe Reed going to return it from his hip.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, it's Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Carr will look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. LA set to take over again on offense.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Kelly. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, it's Kelly. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. This is Kelly. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This pass finds its way to Williams, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw here, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Max Crosby able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure, But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for L.A. This will be fielded at the 17. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
Here we go.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Carr now on first down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. Throwing again on second down. Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Jacobs. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Man open left side is Brown. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance They needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Raiders 21.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Joe Reed returning. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Herbert. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the 41, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Shut him down! Shut him down!
And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Throwing now is Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Running for the shotgun with Dre. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
On second down, it's Kelly. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So Carr and the Raiders now down 28-21, a minute 46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Carr gets this to Waller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. 5 plays there on that drive. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Here's Reed returning. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now, let's go. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready for this next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Draw play, it's Eckler. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On 3rd down, Kelly. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Here's Reed. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
It certainly looks like Solomon Thomas is really regaining his confidence. Remember, he's coming off of a torn ACL, which was suffered in week 2 last year while playing with San Francisco. He signed with the Raiders in March. 6 sacks in his 4 years with the 49ers. He's hoping those numbers really jump up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And do you believe this? It's a safety, and the ball game is over. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Las Vegas, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.